everyone, so today's video is going to be a travel guide video for Adelaide in South Australia, which is where I spent the last few months on my exchange for school. I was inspired to make this video by Tess Christine's Guide to New York videos, which are also amazing, so I hope you guys really like this video, and let's get into it. So, of course, I had to start off with shopping, and one of the main shopping areas in Adelaide is Rundle Mall, which is a beautiful outdoor mall on Rundle Street, which has all of the more well-known and popular shops with a ton of smaller connecting streets that have a bunch of smaller, more interesting shops, which I find really cool. And some of my personal favorite stores here are Paper Scissors and Colette, which is a really cool jewelry store, and nothing is too expensive, which I also like. Another one of my favorite places to shop is the Adelaide Arcade, which is connected to Rundle Mall, and I feel like it's really underrated. Every time I go in, it's busy on the ground floor, but I think it's just because people are walking through it to get from one street to the other. But it looks kind of like an old subway station, which I think is really cool all on its own. And it also has some of the most interesting and diverse array of stores that I think I've ever seen. It has everything from cafes to expensive jewelry stores and professional hat designer stores, but it also has a button bar, which is something I've never seen before, and a coin collection shop and gaming stores. And it also has a few really cool costume and vintage boutiques on the top floor, which is never really that busy. And my favorite vintage store that's there is called A Rare Notion, and it just has some of the most unique, cute little things. And every time I've visited and I've gone in with a friend, either myself or my friend has walked out with at least something. Moving on to food, one of my favorite little restaurants is actually on the top floor of the Adelaide Arcade, and it's called the 2-Bit Villains. The whole aesthetics of the place I just find so cool because they've somehow managed to mix this vintage Roman vibe with some sort of jungle aspect. I don't know how they did it, but it works and I think it looks so cool. Plus the food is super healthy and delicious, and they're also soda specialists, so you can get a ton of different flavors infused into your soda, which is really cool. And of course they also have milkshakes, which is a personal favorite of mine. Another food place I would recommend to calm your hungry stomachs is the Adelaide Central Market, which is one of the coolest places I think I've come across in all my time in Adelaide. And I know I said that about a lot of places, but this place really is cool. And it's full of fresh produce and cafes and drink bars and just a ton of different types of food, so there's definitely something there for everyone. And of course, I couldn't talk about food without mentioning any treats, which is always my favorite thing. And Blackaby's is a well-known candy shop in Adelaide, known for having a huge variety of candy from different places all around the world. And fun fact, as I was actually filming the outside part of Blackaby's, there was a group of people that walked out, and I heard one of the girls say that if they ever got rid of that store, there would be no reason for her to ever come back to Adelaide. So that just tells you how good it is and how much people love it. And another good place to go for a sweet treat is Hayes Chocolates, which is a famous chocolate shop in a few areas of Australia, but especially in Adelaide because it's where their headquarters is located. And I can personally say that the chocolate is definitely delicious, and I even brought some back for my mom and she agrees with me, so definitely a place to check out. And as far as places to explore in Adelaide, I really tried to keep it right in the city, even though there are so many exciting places that are just outside the city and really close by, like the beaches and Hondorf, which is a German town, which is really cool, and conservation parks. We can go pet kangaroos and like hold koala bears. All that stuff's really cool, but I tried to keep it really close in the city. So I would definitely recommend going to Chinatown, which always has interesting shops with cool little items and good food, and it even has this really cute Hello Kitty cafe, which I think is kind of interesting. I would also recommend catching an Australian footy game at the Oval, which is especially fun when it's a home game. The stadium is huge, and it's so fun to see like how amped up the audience gets when they play. So if it's a home game, it is rowdy in there, but it is so fun to see. So I definitely suggest catching a home game if you are there, because it's awesome. But if you're looking for something a little bit more low-key, Adelaide has its own beautiful botanical gardens that you can walk through and just enjoy the peace and quiet and the nature, and I find it really relaxing. Okay, so that is it for my travel guide video. I hope you guys really liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!